Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M, and I'm so excited to share with you our consulting session. Now, we're going to get started on what we need to do to find bids. We want to find bids and we need a source on how to find them. So, what I'm going to do is walk you step by step. This is going to be a part of your system when it comes to gathering all the information that you need to set up your systems to do the TIME. The T is for telephone. So you know about having a script and making sure that you do at least a percentage of leads to set it up for your system. You want to make sure that you're doing at least 200 contacts a day until you get one appointment. That's what our goal is, to get one walkthrough appointment. Once you get the walkthrough appointment, and you've gotten to the point where you feel like you have them coming in all the time, then you're not so concerned. So I'm sharing my screen so you can actually see my screen, and we're going to go to use Data Axle, which used to be Genie, and you get 3 free days of utilizing their information. They're great. It can be a bit pricey, so take advantage of the free trial. So what I'm going to do is go to the beginning and just show you exactly kind of what it looks like. So you're going to try the free trial. Just going to go to dataaxlegenie.com. Dataaxlegenie.com. You're going to click on to search for leads. You're going to look for US businesses. And then this is where you're going to choose your filter to get started. So I would not go with company names. I would look for the number of employees. Normally, the number of employees is going to mean that it's a larger facility. We know what size we need in order to get the numbers we need. So let's say, for instance, in my area, a lot of the in the area, a lot of the businesses that are like 10 to 12,000 square feet are going to give me, like, say, $3,000 or $4,000, or let's say 20,000 square feet is going to give me $5,000. So you know what your market's like. That's going to let you know what size you want for your employees. So we're going to look at doing employees. Let's say we want to do the number between 250 and that. So we're going to select that. I'm going to click on here with my little clicker. And now I've selected that. So that's my selection. The next thing is you can do a state. And so you can choose the state. I'm going to choose the state of Florida. So now I've selected Florida. It's over in my search. And I'm going to choose a city because I want to have a city that's going to be close by as well. So when I chose the state of Florida, that is going to give me, so let's choose the state of Florida again so I can narrow down to the cities that I want. So now it's giving me the cities in that state. So I want Altamont Springs, Florida. I want to do Orlando. So I'm going to continue on until I find Orlando, Florida. I'm going to use that little search thing. So it's going to be Orlando. So I'm looking for the O. So we're going to keep going, keep going, keep going. And we are looking for Orlando, Florida. I saw Jacksonville. So let's say Orlando. Let's see, we're continuing on and we're going to look for Orlando, Florida. And so Orlando is right about here. Here we go. I want Orlando, Florida. So now I've got 2 cities within the state of Florida, and you can even do it by zip code. And now I'm going to choose the business size because I want businesses that are going to be by the square footage. And I'm looking for square footage that is between, let's say, 10 to 19,000. Now I'm going, 10,000 and 19, let's say 20,000. Now I'm going to run the search and look at what's going to give me. I love this because now it gives me the phone number, the company, the name of the person, which I would consider the actual decision maker. And then it gives me the address and tells me everything I need to know right here. So what can I do with this? So many things. I've got the phone number so I can call them. I've got the address where I can send them information via about my company. I can also know the name, so I'm not fumbling around, with who is in charge. I can call and ask them. Sometimes they have the CEO, they have it under president, under manager. They may even had to have it under administration person. But when you call, you at least know what company you're calling. You have the phone number and you know what they're doing. Like they do real estate. This company does insurance. You can filter it down to so many things. You can filter it down to the zip code. You can put it into the business industry that you want. So if you want to only do daycares, you can do all of that. And the goal is to set up enough of the actual contacts so you can build you a free list. Now, because you can't export, you can't take the contacts and send them somewhere, you're going to take your handy dandy phone number and you can go through like this stage. This says it's on page 30. It's like 30 of them. And then you can go to 60 per page. And what you're going to do is just take your little phone and you're going to click on, because you only get 3 days. So I want you to utilize as much as you can, trying out the 3 days until you know this is what you really want. These are active clients because they're letting you have 3 days free because they trust at the end of it, you're going to feel comfortable with wanting to contact them and purchase their list. But in the meantime, you get to use it at no cost. Take your phone, scroll down, get at least 60, take the photos and take them in all the cities and states and industries and everything you're looking to do. So you can start building that list where you can telephone them, go in person because you have the address, mail them something, or call them up with your handy dandy script, where you can call them up with your handy dandy script and you are able to then tell them that, hi, my name is Victoria and I'm giving you a call because I'd like to have the email of the individual that's in charge of your facility services and get that information. Now you're able to send them an email. Different people respond to different things. Some telephone, some in person, some mail out, some email. But this is exactly what you want to do. Take advantage of the 3 days. This is something that's like a gold mine because this goes on. Look at all of these names at your fingertips that you can work with. So you can put as many cities you want, as many states as you want, as many industries you want. You should already have your ideal customer. My ideal customer is the one that worked Monday through Friday, no weekends. That meant I didn't do any restaurants. It was someone that I could, is if at all possible, get 8 hours for someone, because it's easier to get workers that work 8 hours in a couple of hours. But if they're going to work 8 hours, then if you can't get 8 hours, definitely try to get something like 6 to 9 instead of during the day from like 8 to 10. It's hard to get someone to go in for 2 hours for that many, that small amount of hours. So think about that when you're looking at your ideal customers. What industry, and write all this information down, or I'm sorry, take it with your phone and then make your list from there. Write it all down from there. But this is a gold mine of setting up a system to make phone calls without any cost to you for 3 days. It tells me right here how many days I have left. I know what I need to do, and you can play with it. And I love doing it by the square footage. So let's say I want to look at the business type. You can go by NAICS code, so you can look at, for even government stuff, you can go by major groups. So you can check there to see what that looks like, see what they have right here. They have agriculture, so you can check at that. They have manufacturing. You can put in on, let's say construction, you're doing post-construction. And now it's going to give you a couple of like people that usually work with construction. You can narrow it down to as much or as little as you want, but utilize this for setting up your system to get so many clients that you are turning them down. That's the goal. So glad we're doing this consultation session. Look forward to you implementing. You know, we're all about implementation. Implement them as soon as you get a chance to do that. So you're setting up your system to be successful with winning customers. The end game is for them to invite you to walk through and for you then to acquire them, which is the second part of the having acquire them with the contract where they're ready for you to do business. So get busy with this. Right now is the best time to implement it. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.